I've always enjoyed the changes in life and consequently in my career, so I've really celebrated like keeping things fresh and changing things up, and for the most part staying a step ahead of the people that are listening to me. I feel like that's kind of your responsibility in having a band. That's what I believe. Some people probably disagree with that. Um, I've done what I felt like was right. One thing that I would say is most of my career when I was standing up on stage, it was completely honest. There's been times when I was a little bit unsure and I was trying to make changes and I was frustrated, but for the most part, my career has always been very honest for what I believed in, and that's turned some people off because I definitely know, like, when we had songs on the radio, we were never the band that would play the song just because it was on the radio. We didn't care. I mean, if it was the song that sounded the best to us as a band, we would play it, but just because some guy picked it at the record label didn't mean that that should be the focal point of our set. And in all honesty, the success that was brought by the radio hits was not the success that helps to sustain a career, because those people that came around because the radio songs don't really understand the gist of the artist a lot of times. What's happened, because I'm really not doing the band shows anymore, because when I do them, they feel kind of stilted to me right now. Probably the biggest accomplishment I've done in breaking this down is becoming more original, and I feel more like the statements deeper. I love playing with rhythm sections. I love having drums and bass. I love being able to play because it makes me play differently, but at the same time, as soon as I step now into like a quartet band with bass and drums and keyboards, I feel like I feel like I'm taking a big step backwards right now. I mean, 2 years from now, I might feel differently. It's never exactly where I want it to be. I'm kind of permanently dissatisfied because I always want it to be better than it is. And every time I think I reach a certain plateau, it just makes me realize, how much further I have to go. But I'm really happy on a number of levels with where my career's at. Number one, I've survived a lot of stuff that a lot of other artists have, and I'm still playing. I started my professional career. I mean, I've been playing for a while, but kind of with the major label deal, lost that. Most artists, once you lose that career, it's kind of like you dwindle down and you're over. And I survived it, and I've kind of come to a place now where I have a pretty loyal fan base that sticks with me through the changes. I mean, I think they've kind of, that was a theory I had when all this stuff was going down, and I think everybody thought I was full of it, but I really believe that as long as you're consistent with your fans and you do what you do, you're going to lose some because there's people that might not like that, but you'll get a good, solid group of people that believe in what you do. And so I'm happy with that, and I'm happy with the freedom creatively I have.
One more song and then great harp.
I'm by nature a pretty down-to-earth guy, and I try to be that way, and a lot of times that backfires in my career. And ironically enough, I find that when I'm the most down-to-earth, people think I'm not, because with celebrities, as any of us know, you see it all the time at pro athletes. If you're just a normal person with an opinion, you're going to get a bad rep. If you're that guy that's kind of a kiss ass and knows how to work it, kind of dishonest, people will think you're great. So that's the negative side. Now on a positive side, getting to play my songs every night and getting to have the emotional outlet of standing in front of people and basically being pretty honest, playing songs that I really felt and wrote, and having that catharsis and having the ability to do what I do is really a beautiful thing. And I think that's really affected me as a human being. I'm a father and a husband now, and got 2 kids, and I can look at my kids in the eye. You know what I mean? I've got a real sense of who I am, and I think there's a security from being their father that I'm able to impart in them through that. That's kind of the defense, because I'm gone a lot. The downside, of course, is that I'm gone, and my defense of my life is that I live a spiritually rewarding life, and I hope when I'm with them, they can feel that.
Lay me in flowers, magnolia petals, New Orleans. Yeah, and play me a funeral procession, second line rhythms, walk me that mile.
Probably pretty close to the way it affects people. That's one of those weird songs that the words are kind of dancing around the subject because it's all about life and kind of the ebb and flow of life, but people seem to feel that song, and a lot of my tunes, and probably a lot of anybody's songs, the meaning that I get out of them is quite different from the meaning other people do. And then there's songs every now and again that just seem to just kind of have that spiritual squeegee on them where everyone just gets the message. And I still love to play it. I mean, every night it's one of my favorite songs to play, but that's a song that everybody from like the most hardcore kind of punk rock underground people to the most conservative like country fans relate to. It just blows my mind. I don't know, it's funny how some songs do that. Some songs that you think everyone's going to get, nobody gets, and then it's that's why I never have tried to please people, because I really don't know how. I have no idea. Every time I think I have a song, I'm like, man, everyone's going to love this song. It doesn't resonate. And then I write this little flip-off song. Just like the Beatles or anybody, they do that. And they're like, well, how long did it take you to write so-and-so? We wrote that song in 5 minutes because we had to finish the record. Well, that's the same way with me.